Hello and welcome back to Olotita. Welcome back to Wholeness. Today our asana focus is on Surya Namaskara B, or Sun Salutation B, which comes right after we do 5 of our Sun Salutation A that I hope you've been working on over the last week. And as you have worked on it on your own, I hope you've really focused on your breathing, your bandhas, and maybe where your dristi or your gaze point is as well. Before we do jump into the asana portion of today's video, I want to focus for just a moment on this idea of holding your body in space. If you can understand where you want to maintain your spinal alignment when you're standing, then you can try to replicate that through the movements that you're creating with your Sun Salutation A and B. And as we move into more dynamic positions today with our extra added vinyasas or breaths with movement, it's really important to try to remember what that center is and how to hold your body in space properly. And this does help with proprioception, which is really, really important for body mechanics in general. And whether you do yoga or don't do yoga, to have some understanding of where your body is in space is really, really helpful, especially as we grow older, because gravity isn't our friend. As we age, none of us can escape it. And as we do face the aging process, if you can really work hard to understand mechanical movements through your body and how you can work to fight gravity, then you can maintain more wholeness even as you age. With that in mind, just start to think about standing tall on top of your spine. And from that place, you can begin to notice where you're standing. Over time, this translates into really understanding if we're holding ourselves in certain positions that are not good for the body, or learning how to realign the body more naturally. And it all takes a lot of practice, because if you have any imbalances in any portion of your body, then we have to get back to balance. And from a musculoskeletal perspective, if you have muscles pulling or tendons pulling, there's an imbalance. So as you work to try to find your own body center, you can first notice where those imbalances actually are, and not just what pain you're having. Because referred pain or discomfort doesn't actually necessarily show us the cause of the problem. So this simple understanding can help you gain more awareness of your body. And then over time, that awareness translates to figuring out how to make yourself feel the best you can. And that's what today is, because Sun Salutation B, in my opinion, is sort of a fast lane to get more back into balance and gain more perspective or proprioceptive awareness of where we are in space. Try to lift your chest slightly and try to lift the crown of your head as tall as you can. This is creating some natural human traction against gravity. It only takes effort until it doesn't take effort anymore, because once it becomes a practice that we're trying to learn as a habit and then transfers to a habit on the other hemisphere of your brain, then it becomes more natural. This human spine has certain curves in it. Our lumbar spine has a slight curve. Our cervical spine has a slight curve. And when we get lazy, or we just get in a certain pattern, whether we're sitting at our desk typing away all day or carrying heavy items, we tend to lose the focus of what different parts of our body are supposed to do. Simple things like what the trapezius is supposed to do. It's a superficial muscle that helps you to maintain your posture. So you're working to maintain the spine's natural curvature, or get it back to where it is supposed to be. And the muscles in your body help you to create or hold or maintain that posture. And if you don't know those muscles, you don't know the way the spine works, that's the first step. It really, really is. Today's yoga video is here to help you start moving the body, but I want to empower you to start learning about the body you're moving in. Because when you can understand its purpose, its function, what is the purpose of a bicep or a tricep or a quadricep, or even what are they? How is the spine supposed to be in space? Once you learn those simple ideas, then moving the body in space becomes more natural, because you have more understanding and more meaning behind it. And so it's easier for your body to ingest and digest, and certainly easier for your mind. And the same goes for learning things like a Sun Salutation. So Sun Salutation B, it's a series of movements. It's 17 movements, and it's done in a flowing sequence, breath by breath, with a specific inhale and a specific exhale for specific movements that you take. If followed in that way, it can create a lot of wonderful and fruitful benefits for your body and your mind. The way that we work with the breath, the way that we work with the bandhas, the way that we do breathe and move at the same time creates a lot of energy, creates a lot of heat, and those natural processes do so much for the body. Each week, as you learn many new things, from different asanas to different Sanskrit words, to different concepts or ideas or different muscles in your body, remember that this is all to help you enjoy your experience. So be patient with yourself as you learn these tools or concepts, and do the best you can with each and every practice, each time you come to your mat. And I want today to introduce you to a word that is very important in our practice, and that is Samasthiti. What is Samasthiti? It really just means equal standing posture. And so when a teacher instructs a student in yoga to come back to Samasthiti, wherever you might be in a posture, whether it be triangle or down dog or anything in between, when you hear the word Samasthiti, it means it's time to come back to the front of our mat. And when we come back to the front of our mat, we do so with our feet together, with our shoulders up, back, and down, and our chest lifted. And we do so with that erect posture, that correct spinal alignment in space. So Samasthiti really helps us know that, well, if we're doing it properly, we are holding our body in space perfectly. So each time you hear me say Samasthiti, you're going from one position back to the front of your mat with your feet together and your arms by your side and your chest lifted and your head held high, focused on maintaining a slight curvature in your lumbar and your cervical spine so that you can stand equally in space. Every week we learn new Sanskrit words as we learn new postures. Remember, this is all a journey, so enjoy the journey. And you might be surprised that one day you know a thing or two you didn't think you possibly could. And I certainly promise that you'll be able to do a thing or two you didn't think you ever would. What matters is that you do this thing and you try it for a consistent period of time without break, and you see what happens. Because you'll get what you want and so much more if you really just focus on the ingredients. So the ingredients to a Sun Salutation B are simple, mainly focused on the breath bandhas, and then adding the sequence of movements in a very specific way. Do this 3 to 5 times every day. And if you only do your 5 Sun Salutation A and your 3 to 5 Sun Salutation B from today on, 3 times a week for the next couple months, you're gonna be different. You're gonna feel different, and you're gonna like how you feel. So let's get started. It's your turn to do a little practice. The first Surya Namaskara B, I'll just talk you through working with slowly connecting with your breath and your movement. And the second Surya Namaskara B, I'll just start counting in English, helping you connect more rhythmically to the movements of that breath and the breath of those movements. And in the third and final one that I count you through, I'll do it in Sanskrit, this beautiful ancient language where this yoga practice originates. Stand at the top of your mat with your feet together. Stand nice and tall. Take your shoulders up, back, and down. And for a moment, just close your eyes. Begin to breathe in from your throat through your nose and out from your throat through your nose. As you do that, try to feel your body in space. As we talked about earlier, this concept of understanding myself as I work with gravity and not against it. Lift your chest up. Pull the crown of your head towards the ceiling to maintain that slight curvature in your C spine and your L spine. We're going to start with 1A just to get your body warm, and we'll move right into these Sun Salutation Bs. Nice deep breath in from your throat through your nose, gently squeezing your pelvic floor. Exhaling deeply and slowly from your throat through your nose, releasing all of that carbon dioxide from your body. Now open your eyes wide. Now we're beginning our Surya Namaskara B. It's 17 movements. Flow with your breath and enjoy. Bend your knees. Inhale, raise your arms, palms touch. Exhale, fold forward, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, traction your spine, lengthen your torso, look forward. Exhale, step back, lower down into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. While you're exhaling, pivot your left foot flat, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Pressing through your feet, inhale, raise your arms, palms touch, look up to your thumbs. Exhale, looking forward, hands to the floor, step your feet back. Inhale to upward facing dog, lengthen your spine, lift your chest. Exhale, press back into downward facing dog. While exhaling, pivot your right foot flat, step your left foot forward in between your hands. Inhale, raise your arms, palm touch, look to your thumbs. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor, step back, but look forward as you lower down. Maintain your cervical spine position. Inhale, pressing into upward facing dog, lift your torso. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. And here we rest for 5 deep breaths. But it's active rest. Push your hands down and forward into the floor. Press your feet down and out. Very gently think about lifting your tailbone towards the ceiling as you gently push your heels towards the floor. Traction your neck towards your fingers and stretch your eyeballs towards your belly button, Nabi Drishti. At the end of your 5th exhale, walk or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, traction your spine, look forward. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, inhale, raise your arms, palms touch, look up to your thumbs. Exhale, Samasthiti, top of your mat, feet together. Inhale, bend your knees, raise your arms. Number 1, look up to your fingers. 2, exhale, fold forward, tuck your chin. 3, inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward. 4, exhale, step back, lower down into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, 5, press into upward facing dog. Exhale, 6, push back into downward facing dog. Pivot your left foot flat, step your right foot forward. Inhale, 7, raise your arms, palms touch. Exhale, 8, step back, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, 9, upward facing dog. Exhale, 10, downward facing dog. Pivoting your right foot flat, step your left foot forward in between your hands. Inhale, 11, raise your arms, palms touch. Exhale, 12, hands to the floor, step your feet back and lower down. Inhale, 13, push into upward facing dog. Exhale, 14, press back into downward facing dog, where you will breathe for 5 deep breaths. Feel your body in space. Feel your spine in space. Pushing through your limbs, pushing through your hands and feet. Create energy by engaging your bandhas in deep, focused breaths. Eyes are wide open. Breathing for 4. Breathing 5. At the end of your 5th exhale, walk or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, look forward, 15. 16, exhale, fold forward. 17, bend your knees, raise your arms, palms touch. Exhale, Samasthiti, or equal standing posture, hands together, feet together, standing nice and tall. Take a deep breath here. We're about to begin our 3rd and final Surya Namaskara B. I'll count you through in Sanskrit. Flow with your breath. If you need to take extra breaths, that's okay. When you build up the stamina and endurance in lung capacity, then the Vinyasa sequence will flow. When you're ready, bend your knees. Inhale, Ekam. Raise your arms. Push your palms together. Look up. Due. Exhale, fold forward. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Trini. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Chatwari. Exhale, walk or jump back into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Pancha, upward facing dog. Exhale, Shat, downward facing dog. Pivot your left foot flat, step your right foot forward. Up the inhale, raise your arms, palms touch, look thumbs. Ashtau, exhale, step back, lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, Nawa, upward facing dog. Exhale, Dasha, downward facing dog. Pivot your right foot flat, step your left foot forward. Inhale, Ekadasha, raise your arms, reach your fingers, look to your thumbs. Exhale, Dwadasha, step back and lower down. Inhale, Trayodasha, push into upward facing dog, lift your chest, lift your head. Exhale, Chaturthasha, push back into downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths here. Connecting to your breath, connecting to those bandhas. As you push through your feet and you push through your hands, inhale and squeeze your pelvic floor and draw that air up through your spine to your throat, towards your head. And then as you push through your hands and your feet, exhale that carbon dioxide back down your spine, back to your pelvic floor. Feel it. At the end of your next exhale, Panchatasha, jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, look for length in your spine. Exhale, Shodasha, fold forward. Bend your knees, inhale, Saptadasha, raise your arms, palms touch, look up to your thumbs. Exhale, Samasthiti. I hope today's video was very helpful, not only educational, but inspirational. This is really tangible for all of us, including you. If you're brand new to this practice, just keep showing up. We'll be posting videos every single week for you to go deeper and deeper into this specific type of yogic practice, the asana portion. And the sun salutations is just the beginning. There's so much ahead to enjoy in this asana portion of Ashtanga Yoga. I hope that today's video is something that you'll be able to replay as you work to build your home practice. And I hope you enjoy every step of the way. Remember, it's your journey. It's all yours. These are tools for you to enjoy that. So be proud of yourself for the work that you've done today. Every time you get to your mat, you're not only doing great work for your soul, you're doing great work for your body. You're helping to realign your body. You're helping to get yourself stronger. And it all translates into more awareness, more mindfulness, more empowerment, and a whole lot more gratitude. When we feel good in the body we're in, life feels pretty good. So I'm here to help you feel good. This is one wholeness practice that we cherish at Olotita, and we're excited to be bringing you again. So until next time, my friend, namaste.